Hooray! I'm Andrew B, and I'm back with one of my favorite games, Wild Arms 3. Today we are finishing out the prologue as Clive, the last of the four main characters. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. We're skipping the intro for now. But like I said, we finally get to finish out the prologue of the four main characters. As you can see, there's only one left, a Drifter Guardsman. Difficulty, 3 stars. I will admit, his is the toughest, but it's worth it. He's a good guy. Definite a good guy. And as you can see, his name is Clive. I don't plan on doing it. I don't want to do it. It's like... Anyway, 9 days before the fateful encounter. Clive Winslet, age 30. He is about to embark on a mission considered most deadly of all drifter trades, eradicating a monster. These drifters are accustomed to risking their lives to face danger. They do it for the reward and to satisfy their spirit. One cannot deny that in the eyes of many, these drifters are just ruffians driven by greed. Could this man be nothing more than a ruffian as well? Or perhaps... No, he is much more than that. At least I believe he is. Anyway, this is an assignment I alone have accepted. I shall take it from here. Listen, Clive, I know you have quite a reputation as a drifter, but this is your first time in these caverns, and I'm sure you'll need me as your guide. And you've heard of the buddy system, right? They always say 2 heads are better than 1. I can help you. Yes, I appreciate your concern. Concern, quote-unquote. But my mission is to exterminate the keeper of these caverns and to protect the residents of the village. I believe that was the deal. Yes, but what does that have to do with me? In other words, you are one of the residents that I must protect. And as you mentioned, this is indeed my first time venturing into these caverns. As a result, I would not be able to ensure your safety if you were to accompany me. He is right in that sense, but still, it's better to have somebody to come along. Anyway, please, there is no need to worry. I shall complete my assignment and return promptly to accept my bounty. He seems confident enough, but he's going in there all alone? Doesn't he realize this cavern is called... And then you see it in big letters. Den of Misama. Or Miyasama. Yes, Misama? Anyway. Without doing the least I can, heal berry, keep talking to him, get a couple heal berries. I think it's 3 is the maximum. Yeah. 3 heal berries. It's a good thing. Anyway, let's go. Oop. Hello. And another one. And another one. Anyway, bomb. Go. And another one bites, and another one bites, and another one bites the dust. However, I believe there is... Yes, there is. Ugh. I must exterminate these in order to advance. Which we will. Go. 2 revive fruits. Ah, I forgot they grow back. Like little weeds. Anyway, is there anything? Nope. Okay. Whee! Sorry. I know. I just love doing that. It's just like, whee! Anyway, this way. I love the music of these games is honestly one of the reasons why I know I love this series so much. The music, to me, is just such a big part of this game. And I believe I own the soundtrack somewhere. Like the original, because they have game soundtracks. And it's like, I can't... I was about to go into British mode, which I do enjoy doing, but... what am I at? I think I'll use that, thanks. No point is... I just enjoy it. It's fun. It's a good time. You know what I mean? It's music that makes you feel just so... I can't really explain the word. I wish I could. I wish I could. What the... A powerful and wicked presence. You sense something moving towards you from the darkness. We can't do anything with that just yet. Or for a while, anyway. The point... We'll be able to do something with that later. But for now, let's focus on our main objective here. Which would be this. This miasma. You know what? I'm not going to be able to pronounce it, and I feel like I'm going to get red for if I can't pronounce it, so I'm going to just... It's not too far now to the throne where the Keeper awaits. No, it's not. Huh? Oh, so my retreat has been blocked off. I take it guests are not welcome here. I must confront the Keeper and inquire about a way out. Oh boy. Battle time. It looks much bigger and more agile than I expected, and it assumes such a cautious stance. I mustn't let this one escape. I won't get another chance for it to let it fly off. As long as I have accepted this assignment, I will carry it out with grace. I shall get rid of you at once. Oof. Yes. Yes! Critical hit! With your evasive maneuvers, it may be easy for you to evade my shots, but I will not just stand here and allow that to happen. Clive can use the Force ability Lock On by expending 25 FP. It maximizes your shot accuracy and doubles the firepower. Lock On requires the necessary FP as well as the loaded arm to activate. If you're out of ammo, be sure to guard and reload your arm to activate Lock On. I warn you, throughout this playthrough, I'm gonna try to be as, easy, or not easy, I'm gonna try to be as, like, fair throughout the characters, but I'm probably gonna, like, when I upgrade people, Clive's gonna get mostly, like, he's gonna be able to do a couple hundred, 500, 600,000 a hit. You know what I mean? I possess the ability to track my prey's trail. I can foresee its slightest move. Not every move. How could I be so careless? I could have easily prepared if I had predicted the source of this to be the monster. No! And just like that, it's over. Except that it's not, obviously, but I did get a potion berry, which I'll be able to use later. Point is, I want to get him up the most because I just... Oh, sorry. One of these days, I want to get him up the most just because he's the most... he's powerful. And I find... And I don't know, I just like him. Toxic matter has entered my system. The effects do not appear to be too serious, but the more I move, the more it'll eat away at my body. Calling help for help will not do. It may be quite a risk, but the wise choice would be to head back to the entrance rather than wait till help arrives. Where am I going? Here. Just 1 second. That's a huge apologies. My controls just went fucking nuts. I'm really gonna have to replace this controller at some point, which really bugs me. And honestly does make me a little... Luckily I have another controller somewhere. I just really do not want to replace it. just because I've used this one for so long. But at the same time, that's kind of how it has to be done, you know? You can't just use the same controller. It doesn't work like that. Like, it'd be nice if it did, but it's just... not again. Ooh. How to get past this? I can understand if I were an intruder, but to impede someone who's trying to leave, I must have been a really rude guest. A boulder of this size probably would not budge from 1 or 2 bombs. Perhaps placing a number of bombs in succession may work. Yes, it will. Anyway, like I said, I really do need to... but my point is, it's just... I wish I could use the same. Usually it's alright. There are moments where it'll just like, you know, that. But for the most part, it's still decent. It's just, again, I'm trying to explain it in the best way that I can. It has problems, to say the least. It has problems. And again, I do really want to replace it, but oh, too far. Oh, good. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, crap. One last battle before we get out of here. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. See, the poison's a lot... Yes! I love critical hits. Those are so good. But it's a lot worse when you're, like, in battle than just when you're out, like, walking around. Good heavens, are you alright? What a fever. What happened to you in there? I believe I've been by poison if I'd only been more careful. What about the monster? It took to the sky and... Okay, well, you'll take care of the rest. You hang in there, you'll be alright. Oh, poor Clive. Woo, woo, woo. He's just like, whoa, 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 whoa. Bad boy, bad Clive. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. Oh, you're awake. Hold on a minute, I'll go make something. Here, this should warm you up. Why, thank you. Wow, this is really something, isn't it? What is it? Knocked your socks off, huh? Well, here's a hint. Antidotes? That's right. It's more potent than regular off-the-shelf antidote. We boiled it in a great cauldron. Well, I'm just glad it had the effect I was hoping for. Now I know I can sell it to customers. Of course, I almost broke my back hauling you out of that cave when the monster got you, but all's well that ends well, right? Now we can get on with our lives. A monster in a cave? That's right, the monster. What became of it? What's that supposed to mean? You chased it away, didn't you? While you were recovering, the men grouped together and marched to the cave to look for the beast, but it was gone. All they could find was its lair deep in the bowels of the cavern. No trace of the monster was found. And what did they do with the lair? Well, they torched it. We don't want the thing coming back, do we? They torched it. Yep, now the monster's toast, right? All I did was hurt the monster and chase it from the cave. Inevitably, it'll want to nurse its wounds in the safety of its lair. That's gone, and certainly... And they're like, oh, shit. It'll come and take revenge on those who destroyed its home. Your village and all who live here are in danger. Where do you think you're going? You need more rest. I accepted this assignment. That's why I must see it through to its completion, professional. then take this. The monster's poisonous, right? I think it'll come in handy. Sorry, I'm just really thirsty. The regrets of the past become chains, burdening you more and more with each step you take through the sands of time. Though, or through knowledge of oneself, one can live without regret. I have you now! Here we go. Toxic breath. Oop. There we go. Bam! We did it! And he leveled up. Hooray! See? That's all it takes. Clive aspired to be a bounty hunter and drifter. But he always earned more than just a reward. He gave his clients peace, and in return, they gave him confidence. At times, he might stop and rest his wings, but no drifter ever stopped drifting. Clive's next mission was to watch over an artifact on board the Transcontinental Railroad. But he wasn't alone. Opportunists were a dime a dozen. No one knew how many were on that train or where it was headed. After all, some journeys only start at the last stop. And that journey would be the one that's going to be taken right now. Around and around we go. The world that encircles me begins to revolve. The gears grind and the spinning wheels of fate begin to turn. And finally, the train departs. A journey without a purpose. Thoughtful. The train just steams away to the world beyond today. The accident that ensued on the train I happened to be on, and the 3 strangers I would later encounter, they were all coincidences. But if coincidence is just a part of fate, I want to roam this vast Filgaia to find the reason. I didn't see that last part, damn it. I'm sure that one day this tale will become a fond memory. Yes, it will. And it's called Wild Arms 3, bitch. And that'll do it for me. I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger till we start the next part. So, thank you all so much for watching. One last time, if you hit that like and subscribe button to me, Mr. Andrew B., I'll be giving out content as much as I can give it. Thank you all so much for watching. This is Andrew B. signing off. Goodbye.